Do you guys really want to know what it costs to stay at Atlantis? I kept all our receipts. I got you covered. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys just how much it actually is to stay at Atlantis. Now we stayed for about 8 days, or 8 nights and 7 days. And I know you hear all over the internet and from people you may know that have traveled to Atlantis saying, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. I'm here to break it down and show you guys exactly pretty much what it costs to go to Atlantis and to stay a full week. I know a lot of people go like 4 or 5 days. We, however, spent a whole week, but no matter how many days you go, it's going to be expensive. So I wanted to break it down and show you guys. I actually have all of our receipts pretty much from our time at Atlantis. So if you guys are interested in seeing just how much it costs to travel to Atlantis, then keep watching. If you found this video helpful, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you guys. And don't forget to hit the bell so that you never miss a notification. I do different types of videos like vlogs and travel videos. And I post every single week on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video and go over exactly how much it costs to go to Atlantis. So first and foremost, I actually booked our trip on Expedia, and I did like a bundle flight and hotel, and it came out to $4,700. Now normally I wouldn't share exactly what we spent going on a trip, but I want to be completely transparent with you guys if you're planning on going to Atlantis, and keep in mind different factors, and things are going to be a little bit different for each one of you traveling to Atlantis. So what I didn't realize until later on in the trip is that there is a resort fee that is charged to you when you travel to Atlantis, and that's basically, aside from your flight and hotel, it is just simply for booking Atlantis. Also, sorry if the lighting kind of goes in and out. I'm using natural lighting right now, and the sun is kind of like deciding what it wants to do. But anyways, so when I booked it through Expedia, which was nice because after our trip I was kind of waiting for this charge to kick in, Expedia automatically already bundles that in for your stay. So we were charged an extra $1,500 on top of our flight and hotel, and that was just like the nightly resort fee. So you pretty much pay that up front if you're booking through Expedia. I can't speak through booking directly through like a travel agent or booking.com or things like that, but we, however, did use Expedia, and I just found it was the cheapest way to bundle in the flight and hotel that way. We also flew Delta, which is obviously more expensive than some of the other airlines, but however, it made sense for us because of the Delta card that we have. It just made sense for like the points and miles and stuff like that. But anyways, so besides that, there is a 10% VAT tax and everything in the Bahamas at Atlantis. So what that means is a value added tax, and everything that you purchase will have that 10% tax added to it. So although everything is super expensive already, food, drinks, pretty much anything that you do, you also have that VAT tax on it, and you will also get charged a gratuity on top of that. So when you look at the price and you see like a $13 hot dog that's already expensive, don't forget that the VAT tax and the gratuity is also added on top of that. At Atlantis, absolutely nothing is included. We joked around the whole time saying like basically they charge you to breathe the air. Everything is super expensive, like I said. Is it worth it? Yes, in my opinion. The grounds are beautiful. The amenities are awesome. Everything is taken care of so well. The workers are amazing, and there's so much to do. So many pools. It's an amazing time. Yes, it's expensive, but yes, I think it's worth it. Keep in mind also, I am and was 7 months pregnant when I went, so I couldn't do any excursions, I couldn't do any of the water slides, and I also couldn't drink alcohol, which alcohol obviously is more expensive. So if you're planning on having alcoholic beverages, obviously your tabs and everything will be higher. Also, if you are bringing kids, your tabs will be higher. It was just myself and my husband, and we couldn't do any extra stuff like excursions and things like that, or drink. I couldn't drink, so obviously our tabs would have been even higher. Also, I want to mention that this is a cashless resort, so with that being said, everything will be charged to the room and then to the credit card that you decide to have on file or have your charges sent to. So this can get a little sketchy because you're not constantly seeing like what you're spending really, unless you can check in the room on the TV and you can see kind of like what you're at and your total and stuff, but you pretty much get charged at the very end of your stay on your card, and it can be a little alarming if you get too out of hand. But anyways, so let's jump right into kind of some of the receipts that I have, and I'll show you guys and break it down, like what it costs to eat and like what we spent and stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of go through these receipts and just kind of show you prices. So this was from the Moon Bar, which we went to when my birthday was at midnight. It's one of like the nice lounge cocktail bars inside of the casino. So I got a Lunar Fizz, which was a mocktail, and it was $12. And my husband got a Crown Royal, which was $15. Now the VAT tax was 10%, like I said, and that was another $2.70. And then they charge you an additional 15% gratuity, which was $4. So our total for 2 drinks at the Moon Bar came to $33.75, which we did a lot of research before we headed to Atlantis, so we kind of knew what we were getting into. But it is still alarming, like $33 for 2 drinks, and mine not even having any alcohol in it is wild. But it's the price you pay when you stay at Atlantis. Again, we went to another bar and my husband just got a Jack Daniels, and it was $15 plus the gratuity plus the grat tax. Our total came to $18.75 for 1 drink. I don't think we have the receipt for it, but I do know my husband also got a Bloody Mary at the lobby bar, and mind you, it had a really cool setup, like you could pick your own hot sauces, and it was like a build your own Bloody Mary bar, which was really cool. But the Bloody Mary was like this big and it was still $18, which is crazy. Oh, before I forget too, I want to mention that things like putt-putt, there's a really cool like 18-hole putt-putt course on the property. That was, I believe, I have the receipt in here, but I believe it was $40 a person. So like you would think that after spending and paying for like the resort fee that the amenities would all be included, but they're not all included. So, oh, this was my birthday lunch. So this was one of the lunch spots on the lagoon. So my husband had a Terramana Michelada, which was a tequila drink. It was $15. I had a jalapeno paloma, which again was a mocktail, for $12. Seems to be like the main price for mocktails. I had carnitas tacos, which were $18, and he had a carnitas bowl, which was $22. Plus the VAT tax, plus the 15% gratuity, our total for lunch was $83.75. Plato's was one of the little cafes in our lobby bar at the Royal Towers, which I got a coffee from here every single day, and the coffee was actually really, really good. So every day after the pool, I would get an iced latte to get ready with, and $11. We also got this day a chicken Greek salad, which was $16, and a little ham and cheese sandwich, which was $14. Our total was $47.50. Shark Bites, which is just like the little snack stand restaurant bar by one of the pools by the Royal Towers. My husband got a beer, which was $7. I got a virgin strawberry daiquiri, which was $7. And then for waters, they were $3.50 each, which we got quite a few because it was hot every day, but especially this day. I got a falafel wrap, which was really good, $15, and he got a Caesar salad with shrimp, which was $27. Add up the gratuity and the VAT tax, our total was $87.50. I will say, in a lot of the videos that I watch, a lot of people were like dogging the food and saying that the food at Atlantis isn't good. I actually thought the food was really good. Also, like, not that picky when it comes to food at resorts and stuff. We know it's not going to be like Michelin star restaurants, but the food was good. I enjoyed it. I had no complaints. This was actually a restaurant that we ate off property. So it was about like a 5 to 7 minute walk from Atlantis. You could just go out the little marina, and then there's like Margaritaville, Carnival, and like a couple other restaurants. And this was Carnival, which we really, really enjoyed. The ambiance and the food was really good and good portions. So my husband got octopus, which was $24, chicken wings for $16. I got a shrimp quesadilla, which was huge. It was like a whole pizza which was $34, but again, it was really good if you wanted to share, and it was very filling. My husband got 2 Sans Light for $18, and I got 2 Heineken NAs for $18 as well. So the Heineken NAs are the same price as the regular ones. Service charge, there was an 18% gratuity on this, so $19.80, and a VAT tax for $11. So the total was $140.80 for dinner that day. Oh, here's one of my coffee receipts. For the iced latte, it was $6. For the shot, like if you chose to get like a cinnamon latte as opposed to just a regular latte, it was an extra $1. VAT tax was 70 cents, gratuity is $1. So it ended up actually, my coffees were $9 each day. I feel like isn't like that far off from Starbucks here. This was like a little rice lunch spot at the Royal Towers. We just had lunch there. I got a chicken bowl and a fish bowl, which were $18 each. I got a dragon fruit lemonade that was $6.50, and he got a $4 Coke for lunch that day. It was $60. Another coffee receipt. Oh, some things do get a little crazy. My husband at the cafe got just a fruit cup of a couple things of fruit. It was $9. And then I remember one day we were walking by the beach, and he just like wanted something small to snack on that was healthy. So we literally got a little Ziploc baggie of vegetables. It was like broccoli, carrots, and celery. $10. That's wild. Chopsticks, we ate here for dinner one night. This is in the Coral. And we got a chicken spring roll, which was $18. Pot stickers were $16. He got king prawns, which were $42, and sweet and sour chicken was $38, and he also got a $7 beer. Our total for dinner that night was $151.25. Mind you, keep in mind, this is for 2 people and really no alcohol. So imagine having kids and also drinking a couple drinks at dinner. Your total will be, you will probably be spending around $300 for dinner every single night. For 2 beers at Margaritaville were $14. He also got a happy hour margarita, which was $7. $26 at Margaritaville. That was off property. Another day at the pool, we decided to venture over by the Cove and the Reef. And again, my husband just wanted something to snack on, so he got pickled veggies from like this Mediterranean place. They were $8 with the VAT tax and gratuity. It ended up being $10 for a little bag of pickled vegetables. One of the days, he decided to get a sandwich at Murray's Deli. It was a hot pastrami sandwich for $18. He got a Coke for $4 and a Sprite for $4. The total was $35 for a sandwich and 2 pops. So that pretty much shows you guys kind of like realistically what it costs to like eat and drink at Atlantis. Obviously, if, like I said, if you do excursions and stuff, that is all added prices. You can like swim with the stingrays and do like the dolphins at the Cove, and all of that is extra. Nothing is included. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a really good experience still. Like if you're going to Atlantis on a budget-friendly trip, it's just not gonna happen. It's just not the place for that. But I hope this video helped you guys out to kind of understand and see realistically what it costs to eat and drink daily at Atlantis. And if, like I said, if you guys did enjoy and found this helpful, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you guys. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.